Classical conditioning, Pavlovian conditioning, associative learning. These are all terms for what happens when an animal learns associations among things. Learning associations means learning that things go together. When one thing happens, you burn dinner, another thing will follow shortly. The smoke detector goes off. You say, let's go for a walk. Your dog jumps up all excited because he has learned that this particular phrase precedes going out for a walk. Your cat runs to its food dish when it hears the can opener because it often signals feeding time. In each case, there is a predictable relationship among the events, and the animal learns to respond to the first event in anticipation of the second event. That's what classical conditioning is all about. Anticipation. That was the inspiring words of Pamela J. Reed, PhD. My name is Tierra Artis. I am a canine good citizen evaluator and dog trainer located out in Hyattsville, Maryland. And that is my beloved employee, Felicity Artis. Together, we make up Tierra Speaks Dog, LLC. So what does speaking dog mean for us? It means making learning easy and enjoyable for your dog. So we've decided to create a series for our beginners to learn about how their dog learns. This is Chico. He is one of my favorite boys. He is going to illustrate how he can get classically conditioned to the visual stimulus of the mini educator e-collar that he will be learning to wear for his off-leash training. Now, let's be clear here about what the goal is. The goal is for the e-collar to mean the same thing to Chico as the food. In other words, we want the visual stimulus of seeing the e-collar to elicit the same emotions that seeing food does. Now, we don't have to tell Chico that food is great. He just knows that by default. It is in his genes to know that food is excellent and a good thing. Now, that is what we would call the unconditioned stimulus, creating an unconditioned response. For example, I did not have to teach Chico that food is good, okay? Which means he did not have to learn that. He just knows that, okay? And that is, again, called an unconditioned stimulus. The food is the unconditioned stimulus. And his desire for it, I'm sure his mouth is watering, is an unconditioned response. Now, the neutral stimulus is what? It is his mini educator e-collar. This e-collar means nothing to Chico other than the fact that he knows that it's probably something that goes around his neck just from the shape of it. That is just something he knows. He knows what a collar looks like, right? But it doesn't mean anything to him more than that, okay? Now, what I'm doing here is I am simply treating Chico as I put the collar on. And then as you can see towards the end there, he was very excited to put the collar on because now he has made an association between the collar and treats. It really is quite that simple. So now the collar to Chico means food. Collar anticipates getting a treat. Be sure to join us for the next one, which is the chapter on operant conditioning. Associative conditioning and operant conditioning really go hand in hand. So make sure you watch the next one.